Okay, this video is going to be my opinion on death in comics. Where do I start? People ask me, do you think death in comics means anything anymore? No, it doesn't. Death in comics is basically a cheap ploy to get you money these days. I mean, when you kill someone, it's supposed to be something that means something. When you're killing like a character who's supposed to be helping you, protect you, he died to protect something. And it has some heart and some very emotional power to it. When Captain America died, it was a big news story. I mean, now, I saw a thing on ABC News talk about it. It was big. Batman's death, that shook the whole world up. Well, even though he's not technically dead. Oh, but you know what happened when Batman's death shook the world? Oh, we only shook for like 5 seconds and went, who cares, we'll be back in a few months. He'll be back in like a year. That's where I bring it. They just bring back the guy. It's annoying. There's no point with death anymore. I mean, yeah, it makes no sense that, the character is unstoppable. Yeah, some people need to die. I have more respect for the no-name characters who are still dead, because they're just willing to keep them dead. Well, now they're bringing them back. They'll only bring them back, like, say, if some villain wants to bring an army of the dead back, they'll just bring a bunch of no-name villains. I think that's been done before. But it's just kind of stupid. I mean, okay, let's bring up some deaths here. Captain America, Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, Green Arrow. I mean, when you killed him, I mean, it was a big moment. Even though, with how they essentially killed him as a character. And then they finally just put a nail in the proverbial coffin. But, honestly, when Superman died, it was a big outcry. People were sad that this was happening. And then they bring him, and then they kill him. And with all these characters, I know one thing these characters have is the same, is they have a replacement. Is they have some sort of a replacement. When Superman died, Steel Eradicator, Cyborg Superman and Superboy came in to be his replacement. When Ollie Green died, Green Arrow, the role of Green Arrow was being played by Roy Harper. When Hal Jordan died, Kyle Rayner came in after all the other Green Lanterns were killed. First of all, another thing I want to point out, Bucky coming back. Bucky was dead years ago, and then they brought him back. A lot of people didn't want it, but Brubaker handled it pretty well. And then he ended up killing Steve, and Bucky took the place of, what's his name? Bucky took the place of Captain America. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. The one thing is, sorry, there's something happening around. I'm hearing sounds. Anyway. Batman, he's currently the role of Batman is currently being played by Mr. Richard Grayson. The idea of killing something is to have a spike in sales, because when Superman died, big spike in sales, so the idea was to kill him off. And just have some sort of legacy character do it, and that character had some credibility. Problem is, sometimes you wouldn't like the character. Kyle Rayner! And the one thing is, sometimes it's annoying because they say, no, this is being planned, we're going to keep the guy dead for a long time. A few years later, they bring him back. Like say with Captain America. Now, I understand, if they just said he'd come back, it would take the power out of everything. For example, the real Manos, he refuses to read, enjoy the Batman, I'm pretty sure he refuses to read the current Batman stuff that's in continuity. It doesn't have Bruce as Batman in it, because it doesn't matter. Yeah, sure, I can invest my time in Dick Grayson's Batman, but there's no point in investing yourself in a Batman, this new Batman, this current Batman, because Dick Grayson's been Batman before, but it's just... He's just going to become... Bruce is going to go back and say, get the hell out of my costume, stop running around with my kid. I know, it's creepy. You got to think about it. It's just... There's no point in it anymore. Killing a character just doesn't do anything. If you are listening to this and you want to respond to this video, please feel free to respond. I will okay it, obviously. That's all I gotta say. Later.